Welcome everyone. I'm Cheryl and today we have a Qigong session designed specifically to help you improve your balance. So let's get started. Remember, we can always be close to something to help us with our balance. We're going to start by grounding to the earth. So take a moment, look down at your feet, shoulders width apart, perfectly straight, soft knees so the weight is centered in the feet. Lift through the crown of your head and let the shoulders hang down, and let's find some swinging. So just bringing energy through the spine, noticing the connection to your feet, the waist turning so the hips are staying mostly forward, helping to keep our knees in line with our foot direction. And turn at whatever speed feels good. So maybe you want a little bit more movement today, maybe a little less. You can strike the lower back or the belly, completely up to you. Taking a few deep breaths, connect mind and body. Feel your connection to the earth so we're already feeling strong and stable through the legs. And we'll slowly ease off. So we slow down that turning until eventually we make our way all the way back to straight. Let's take a moment, reach your fingertips down to the earth, palms facing forward. Get some space between your fingers. Think about opening every joint of your body for a moment. So sink down into the earth and then push through the legs, standing up a little bit taller. Length through the spine, each vertebrae is opening a little bit more. Shoulders hang down, creating that length through the neck. And we're gently lifting up through the crown of the head. Starting to feel that connection to the heaven and earth. Take a few deep breaths. See if you can fill every part of your lungs. Allow yourself to settle into the earth, relaxing and letting go of any tension you might have been holding. Big inhale through the nose, and you can exhale through the nose or the mouth. Maybe you even want to sigh a little bit, helping to release that tension. We'll take one more deep breath here. Try to let your shoulders hang down that little bit more. And then on the next inhale, draw the arms up overhead. Then bending at the elbows, bring the palms down in front of the body until they come all the way to the hips. And we'll start by kind of waving our hands in front or moving them through sand or water with a gentle turn through the waist. And then we're going to shift our weight a little bit from one side to the other. So shifting the same direction as your arms. Move at your own pace, so whatever feels good. And then if this is feeling pretty good, step 1 foot wider. And then shift the weight even more till you lift up the opposite heel. Feel the weight shift from side to side. Feel the ball of the foot touching. And then you could even just move to the big toe. So lifting all the way onto that big toe. Shift back and forth. Few more deep breaths. Imagine kind of sweeping your hands through the energy of the earth. We're feeling that connection to the ground. Let yourself release any tension. Let the arms just swing and flow from side to side. One more round. Come back to center. Settle the palms down. Bring the feet back to shoulders width apart. Finding that connection with like water's wave, we're going to inhale, lift the arms up, palms face down. Then exhale, upper arms, forearms, and palms sinking into your legs. Fold from your hips. Inhale, lengthen. Stand up. Exhale, settle down. Find that awareness of the weight in your feet. centered between the heel and the ball, the inside and the outside. And we feel that push rising up and then settling down. Finding a wave of motion, legs, waist, arms, and then all the way back down. This is a great way to just get that energy moving, get the spine moving. You could create a little bit more spine movement by reaching out and then settling back down. Find your own movements. Let's do one more. Settle down all the way to the hips, and then we'll stand up and bring the arms back to the side direction. Fingertips brush the sides of your thighs. Now we're going to push our palms into the earth, kind of helping with our balance, because we're going to shift maybe to the right, and we're going to reach out and touch with our toes. We're just going to build our connection right now, so finding the shift to the left, find your balance, and then touch out in front and come back. We're going to be building in our practice today, so finding that connection where we shift, we feel centered, and then we can touch, and then we can come back, and we can shift, finding our center, and then touch. Come back. And we're going to do a few more rounds. So this is the most basic variation. We don't lock out the leg. We just find a touch, and then we shift, and we reach out. We'll do one more round, both sides. Reaching out, coming back. The slower we move, the more we're going to have that time to connect to our balance. We're going to come back and we're going to come to the right side and we're going to reach that foot out. So we're just touching with the toes and we're going to circle. Circle through the ankle and the knee. Feel the hips starting to open, a little bit of rotation. So right now doing it, reaching out to the side. And then we're going to do it out to the front so we can notice the difference. Now, whichever direction you're circling, can you go the other way now? So maybe it's closing in on the hip. But everything is coming from the hip, knee, and ankle, all finding a circular rotation. Let's release. Ground through the left foot, shift over so you're on the right toes, and then circle. Same thing. Through the hip, the knee, and the ankle, we just find some movement. One side might feel different than the other. We'll go the other direction. See if you can find movement through each joint. All right, let's do one more. Come back to center. Find that connection again. This time we're going to shift and we'll bring our leg out front. Notice how this changes. What's going on? More ankle now. First we had more hip, now we might feel more ankle and knee. So just do a couple of rotations. And then we'll go the other way. And then release. Bring that foot back. Ground, center, and then shift to the left. Right foot's going to reach out, and again we circle. So circling through the joints. Lift through the crown of your head. Relax those shoulders down. Picking a point to stare at does help with your balance throughout this entire session. Let's go the other direction. Okay, release. Come back, find your center. We're going to start by lifting up on an inhale, reach through the arms, kind of backs of the palms facing each other, and then float down. Almost imagine like you're a bird soaring through the sky, and we're reaching all the way up, reach through the spine, and then relax and just float down. Big arm movements. Inhaling up, exhale down. We're going to do a few more coming all the way up. Reach through the spine and then relax and just float down. One more coming up and down. And now we're going to do the same arms, but we're going to challenge ourselves by coming up onto the toes. When we come up onto the toes, be aware of that weight being even behind the big toe and the little toe, and just come up to whatever point is comfortable. So we inhale and we lift up onto the toes, and we exhale and we ground and root and maybe bend into the knees a little bit. And then inhale, press up, stand up, reach to the sky on those toes. Exhale down. Find your own flow, lifting on your inhale and lowering and settling down on the exhale. Feeling centered in your feet. Stand up, push out of those heels, lift onto the toes, and then release down. Big breaths, big movements, building our connection to our feet, finding that length through the spine, relaxation through the arms and the shoulders. One more time. Settle down into the feet. Let the arms come to the side. And then take a moment, settle your energy down. So inhale and gather from the earth and the heavens. And then exhale, bend through the elbows. Bring the hands down the front of the body. Relax all the way to the hips. And then do it a few more times. Coming up on your inhale. And then down on the exhale. Keeping little gaps between the fingers. Still open through all the joints. Knees are soft. Waist relaxed. Feeling that weight centered in both the feet. Do one more. And then releasing, bringing the arms back to the side direction. Finding our balance in a new way, we're going to shift and we're going to lift up with one knee. Same thing, press down into the earth. If it helps, you could press out to the sides or have the arms in a hugging position out in front. It's going to be up to you. But see if you can lift up and then step shoulder width, shifting to the right. Find your balance first and then pick up. And then release. As you shift, find that weight in the center of your foot. Knee is soft. And then picking up the heel and relaxing the foot so that the toe points down. And we're just floating back and forth. It's up to you how high you want to pick up the leg. We don't have to do very much. Just a little bit of picking up and bringing that knee to center and lifting a little bit is going to challenge our balance. Remember, 70%, we don't have to reach all the way up. As we reach that leg up, we have to think about engaging our abs. That's what's going to help with our balance, is using the lower abs to help lift the leg up towards the sky. Let's do one more. Release, come back. Settle in. Take a moment. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Take a little lift through the heart, look up, and then just float down. Release. Inhale, lift and lengthen. We'll do one more after this. Look up, and then release. Finding a little bit of opening up through the chest. Challenging our balance the other way by looking up, and then we release. Okay, inhale, arms come up. Find that connection again like you were floating, and then exhale down. Now we're going to inhale, lift the arms, lift the leg. And then exhale and sink down. So see if you can coordinate everything together. So inhale, exhale, settle, sink, stand up, sink, settle down, and then shifting across. So standing up nice and tall, finding lightness like a crane. Few more rounds. Inhale up, exhale down. Notice the difference once we've added in the arms. How does this change everything? Does it make it easier? Can you coordinate everything because now we're thinking about our breath? One more and release. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring those palms facing each other and then bring that energy back down the front of your body. Find that connection to your feet again. Let everything settle down. Two more, lift up on your inhale and then relax the upper body until the hands come all the way down to the hips. One more, lift and lengthen and then release. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. We're going to change our arms though. So this time we're going to inhale and we're going to bring the backs of the palms together. Bring them up the front of the body and then let the arms float down to the side. So we're going to do that two more times. We're going to inhale, bring the backs of the palms together, bring them up, release those fingers, and then float down the side. One more. Bringing some new movements through the shoulders, and then release. So now we can coordinate those same leg movements with this arm variation. So we can inhale, lift, and then if you'd like, you can kick that heel out and then release down. There's no need to do that at all. We can just inhale up, lift that leg, holding as we exhale, and then we settle down. But changing the arms sometimes can really affect how our balance is doing. So a few more. Finding that connection. So we inhale up, exhale down and out. Find that movement through the shoulders. It's similar, but different in so many ways that it can really affect our whole body. Okay, one more. And release. Now that we've worked through the legs a lot, we're going to stretch them out, but first inhale up and then settle down. Two more coming up and down as you exhale. We're going to switch back and forth between our legs, this kind moving our wings or our arms back and forth. So we're going to reach out and then we're going to bend forward, press one leg out and fold. Reach those palms back to the sky. Draw your toes to your torso. And then you're going to lift up, come back, lift the arms like water's wave, and then step out. Try to keep both knees in line. So it's going to depend on your balance. You might have one foot about 45 degrees and then you step straight out. Find a great stretch through the legs. Keep your heart lifted. We inhale and come up and then we exhale and we fold just a little bit even. This movement of grounding and lifting the arms and then pushing that heel into the earth, folding forward, palms to the sky, can also challenge our balance as well. So we want to listen to our bodies. And maybe we don't bend at all and we just think about pressing our palms to the sky. Focus in on the alignment of the legs. Make sure that the knees are tracking in the same direction as the feet. Find lightness through the arms as you step back and then extend out, bending into one leg, nice straight leg with the other, reaching out. Let's do a couple more. Lightness through the arms, enjoying a little bit of stretch through the back and the chest as we lift and open. And then finding that great stretch through the hamstring as well. And then we'll release. Come back up, back to center. Take a moment. We're going to bend into our knees. Inhale, gather up. Exhale, settle down. So finding more movement. Think push and reach. Find that connection through your legs and then see how far you can settle down comfortably. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale down. And we're going to go the other way. So see if you can lift up, pull your shirt off, and then extend the arms out. Changing the arm that was on the outside, cross at the bottom, pull your t-shirt off, big rainbows to the sky, open through the chest, and then settle down. So one more time, lift. And we'll actually do one more, so we do an even four, switching the arms. Reach through, out to the side, settle down, and release. Okay, we're going to inhale, open the chest, lift up the heart, and then exhale, round through the back. Gentle fizz, bend into the knees, bring the forearms together. And then inhale, open, lift to the sky. Big movements today. Standing up tall and then rounding the back, kind of tucking and making yourself small. And we inhale and we open. Lift through the heart, fill the lungs, and then exhale and round through the back. Big movement for the spine. Tuck that tailbone and then open on your inhale. Find the connection, mind, body, and breath all moving together. Few more rounds. Always exhaling through the nose or the mouth, whatever feels good. Try to fill your lungs as fully as possible. Let's do two more. We'll do one more full movement. We'll open up through the chest. We'll round the back. And then we'll let those arms come down as we stand up. And we'll bring an inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, settle down. And we'll do a few rounds. Finding a connection to our breath again. Maybe noticing the difference in our body. Can you feel the energy through the palms? Do you feel a stronger connection to the earth? Maybe you feel light as you lift through the crown of the head, connecting to the spirit. There's a string gently pulling you from above. Our head is nice and level. The shoulders hang down. And we're still filling the belly with our breath. Do a couple more. Lifting on your inhales. Just noticing the change that's happened throughout your practice. Two more. Really let those shoulders relax. Let the palms come down nice and slow. And then last one, reaching up. Settle down. All the way to the hips. Hands come to the side. Take a moment. Again, noticing the change in your body. And then gather whatever it is you need from the earth. Draw those arms out overhead and bring the hands to the heart. Palms together. And just take a moment. Thank your body for its movement, its balance. Thank yourself for carving out this time in your practice. And thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed today's session. If you found value in this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to know more about me and these healing practices, find me on Facebook and Instagram at Lady Tai Chi, or visit my website, ladytaichi.com, where you can subscribe to the newsletter to be the first to know about all the great new things coming soon. Thanks so much for being here.